Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Apex Investor Daily Update for Monday, August the 30th. Today, the stock market was up. Actually, it says it's down. And I thought it was up. According to FinViz, it was up. So Yahoo and FinViz are saying different things. In terms of the big movers today, 10%. Wow, Metamaterials is up another 7% today on top of yesterday's 19. So in total, about 26% in the last two trading sessions. So things are looking very good. They're above $4, closing into five, and there's my average right there, 578. I know a lot of people averaged around $10. I did originally, and then I bought a lot when it dipped there. So that's why my average averaged down. So that's looking pretty good. I mean, I'm still down overall 23%. I know there are a lot of people who are down as well. Some people did buy at 280 thereabouts, and now they're up a lot. So congratulations to you for being a Apex investor in that regard. XOS is up almost 10% today. And ATIF is up 22%. Besides that, Naked is up almost 10. Seems to be rising and rising. I don't know if it's ever going to stop. It's just up and up and up. It doesn't really go down. It seems AMC's up 6% at $43. GameStop is also up, and they're at 209. I'm going to take a closer look at this Naked brand group, and just see where's the entry point if you want to get into that. This is a penny stock, but this is one of the, if you recall, during the GameStop AMC Gamma Squeeze back in January, this is one of the trending stocks along with BlackBerry and many others that you might have seen in my list there. So the volume today was above the average. That explains why this is steadily rising. Just looking at the last month, yeah, you can see it was at about 50 cents for the longest time. It was even, yeah, actually 50 cents is looking like the entry point, 50 cents and below. So it's seeing pretty good days as of recently. And it was as high as $1.60. Resistance is looking like $1.50 and above. True resistance, but short-term resistance, maybe 80 cents. And it seems to be close to that, especially in the last 5 days. It was almost 75 cents. So you would have made, I guess, around 25% if you bought this at 50. So that's all for Naked. Let's look at Metamaterials. After hours, it's also above in the green. So this is great. It was at 579 today. Wow, it almost went to $6. So I really, you can see the resistance right there. 579 is looking like resistance in the short term. That is an incredible rise right at the outset there. And there's no news catalysts posted here. And it's just volume, 82 million. So almost 4 times as much as the average, which is really driving this price. So a big buy order came in today, and you can see the price just really, I would like to say, exploded and faced resistance at the $5.50. I'm going to say 540 to 580 is looking like resistance in the short term. In the long term, again, we're looking right here. See that sharp point about $20, $21 is your, I'm going to say true resistance, although it's kind of speculative, but based on the data, I can say that. We can see it went up to 20 and above, and then it just went right back down, looking like this is the point where they're targeting this to be sold. However, a news catalyst, a big enough news catalyst like a deal with Tesla or Samsung or a similar big company, big name company, will certainly push this $20, possibly much higher. And again, looking at the last month, we were at just $2.80 just a while ago, and we've pretty much practically doubled that. So 280 times two, that's 560. So yeah, it did double, literally doubled in the last week, at least last month, in the last 30 days. So that's all for that. We'll check in with Reddit. So I was talking in my previous video, speaking about how the market is just very much an emotional activity to be trading during the market hours, or just to be trading at all. It is an emotional thing, almost unavoidable. But I find one of the biggest ways to circumvent that is just to not really pay attention to the stock market during the trading hours. So between 9:30 to 4, you just want to stay away from that and just track it. Once the market is closed. So I mean, there's nothing you could do uh, besides just looking at entry points and exit points, looking at a strategy as to where's support, where's resistance, and I'm talking about true support, true resistance. Unless you're a day trader, then you want to look for maybe a short-term levels. But again, you won't be maximizing your profits, meaning you're not an apex investor. You're just your average Joe, and that's not what this channel is about. It's about long-term investing, or at the very least, buying at the absolute lowest price and selling at what could be the highest possible price, although that is a little harder to nail down as to what is the highest price, what is resistance, especially if we're looking at stocks like metamaterials and Clover even. I mean, Clover hit, I think, $20 plus, but I really feel that could go up to 40, 50 in the future. So just looking through Wall Street Bets, yeah, a lot of Wall Street Bets is very much emotionality. Not. I mean, there is logic, there is DD, things like that, but a lot of it is emotionally driven. So it can be a trap, can be a snare for people who are inexperienced to trading in the stock market. So I'm going to look at some metamaterial posts and open them up for you. Okay, so this is a classic. This is a classic example of what I'm talking about. Before I get there, it says here we are up 32% over the last 7 days. That's factual. This is what I'm talking about. This is the emotional kind of knee-jerk reaction they want people to get when they're like, "Oh, this is where we are, and then we're going to explode." You can't predict that with 100% certainty. Not saying it's not true, but I'm not saying it is true. But it's very speculative, and I don't like to speculate too much. I like to look at historical charts, look at the all-time high, all-time low, and then you kind of determine your entry and exit points. So we've got 3 posts to read so far, and let's take a look at those. All right, here's one of those emotional posts I kind of support. It says here, I'm holding a short is just a guaranteed buyer. The shorts haven't covered. I agree with this. They have not. Patience, a high of 579. The first 15 minutes of trading, followed by more shorting to bring it back down to 510. Patience, lots of big lots bought at 510 to 511. So yeah, people are looking at the history of this chart, and they can see this was at $10 and this was as high as $20 per share. And they're getting it for a huge discount, 25%, basically 75% off at $5. So uh, this is going to see a big surge. We saw AMC go to 60, 70. We saw, actually, they went up to $16, $20 in January. AMC was at 14 for the longest time. In the teens, went up to 20, went to 40, went to 50. Metamaterials was down at $1, $2 for a while. It went up to 11, went up to 20. So that's in the cards. We're going to see a return to those double-digit numbers in the next 6 to 12 months, I think. Insane. 44 million shares to the dark pool today. Let's look at this. Metamaterials, where's the dark pool? 44.8 million volume, 56%, and 30-day, I don't know what that means. Criminal, just criminal, yeah. Anyway, it is criminal, but regardless, the price is going up. There's something going on, and I think it's very much related to the volume, the sheer volume being almost 4 times the average. Vanguard edition of Metamaterials shares uh, posted on Fintel today. So Vanguard, they have 18,000 shares. So that, oh, what is this? Is this another one? Okay, I'm not sure how many they bought, but they did buy 2.7 million shares right now. So we have BlackRock, we've got Vanguard in the house too. So I think that might be the title of this video, just sheer volume, just almost a 400% increase. But Vanguard is in the house. Vanguard is on board. And that's another player that was in the AMC GameStop squeeze. BlackRock and Vanguard were both involved. They were in the money. They wanted to make money, and I'm sure they did. 82 million shares traded today, about half the dollar volume of GameStop. So 82.4 million shares traded today with a close of 442. That is $364 million worth of stock that changed hands. More actually, since the price was higher most of the day. GameStop traded 3.29 million shares and closed at 209.2 million. What do you think this will mean for the stock? That is 688 million worth of stock. When we're talking about GameStop that changed hands, Metamaterials is likely to get noticed after today, and I'm surprised it's not on Wall Street Bets. It's not getting much of a mention, but this is the next GameStop. It is looking like that is the case, just from this post. A very good post. So Vanguard. Oh man, I don't know what to. Vanguard's in the house. We have $364 million worth of stock that changed hands today, which again is half as much as GameStop traded at one point. So the future is looking very bright. I'm not going to lie to you on this channel. I'd like to just tell you the truth. If I see Metamaterials as a sinking ship, I'll tell you. I'll say, you know what, this Torchlight thing, Metamaterials deal is looking like very sketchy. I'm going to sell my shares. And I'm not telling anyone to do what I'm doing. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. And you can do whatever you want. But I'm not a financial expert or advisor. So take what I say with a grain of salt, and you do your research, you do your due diligence, you make a critical assessment, and you use your critical thinking to determine what is the best course of action for you, your portfolio, and all that. So thank you very much for your time. That's all I have for today. There will not be a video tomorrow, but I will do one for Wednesday morning, and then another one I believe Wednesday after the market closes. So 2 videos on Wednesday, much like today. So thank you very much again. God bless you all, and God bless your investments.